Do you know what a vector is? No, I'm not talking about the villain in Despicable Me. I am talking about the mathematical arrows that represent size and direction. They fall into the mathematical category of linear algebra. Linear algebra includes linear equations that a lot of the time fall in planes and graphs. They can be helpful in calculating the course for planes based on wind speed and direction. For example, you have vector 1, which has a direction, which is north, and vector 1 also has a size, which is 20. And you have a second vector, which has a direction south-southwest, and has a size, which is 25. When combining the two vectors, you get two sides of a triangle, and there's an empty space that could be filled by a third vector and make it a full triangle. Vector 3 is that will fill that empty space. It heads from the base of vector 1 to the end of vector 2. As you can see, vector 3 can easily fit into vector 1, can easily fit in between vector 1 and vector 2, and fill the triangle. Another example can be used in real life. If a plane is moving to the north at 300 miles an hour, as shown by this vector here, and the wind is blowing west at 25 miles per hour, which can be shown by this vector, then after calculating this size of the third arrow in the direction, you will get a vector that is pointing to the north-northwest and with a size of 301 miles per hour, meaning the plane will now be heading to the north-northwest at 301 miles an hour. As you can see, by putting the base of the second vector to the tip of the first while still maintaining length and direction, you can create an opportunity to create a third vector, which would be drawn in the place where it creates the triangle. In the real world, vectors can be used to plot an airplane's course according to wind speed, as I used in the second example. Or it can chart a boat's heading according to the current, which generally isn't applicable to lakes, but to where tides occur. And reflecting on this video project, vectors are defined as an arrow that represents size and direction, meaning a randomly drawn arrow generally does not qualify, like a randomly drawn arrow on a poster would have a size, but a random would not have a size, but would have a direction, but a random direction. By combining two vectors, you show the sum of them by connecting the base of the first vector and the tip of the second. I have learned about vectors in the past, but this showed me the real-life applications that help people do their day-to-day jobs.